Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Behind me here is my Cub Cadet RZTLX 54-inch zero turn, 54-inch cut, and it's that time of the year where you got to start mowing grass again. So I'm gonna do a little maintenance on this engine here, so it'll be ready to go when it's time to cut. So I'm gonna put new plugs in there, change oil and the air filter, and it should be good to go. Alright, let me get my catch can up under here. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a little like yellow thing right here. So I reckon this is how you drain the oil out, maybe. Goes. Oh, that's ingenious. Okay, well, so that's how you drain it. Let me make sure I'm catching it down here. That looks like a pretty messy way of draining that. I reckon I should have looked up how to change that, because that's a pretty messy way of draining the oil every time you change it. Should have looked it up first. So if y'all know the right way to do this, go ahead and leave it down there in the comments, because that's got oil everywhere. So while that's draining, I'm going to go ahead and change the plugs in here. Is that the wrong socket? That's the wrong socket. Alright, let's try this one here. Takes a 13/16. Well, that actually don't look that bad. But we got new ones, so new ones are going in. This other one off of here. Yeah, that one don't look too bad either. I am definitely not left-handed. I'd be in trouble if that's all I had. Alright, here is your air filter. This one up here just twist on this, on that clamp, and this one down here you got to have a screwdriver on that hose clamp down there. Leave it on there so nothing flies in there. I mean, it don't look that bad, just dirty. And here's our new one. I'm going to clean up this, blow all that dirt off of that housing right there, or that cover, I should say. So you got 2 screws right there holding that on. That way this ain't immediately what's being sucked up in there. All right. That's better. That's better. Got a new fuel filter here. The thing I like about the zero turn here is everything is so incredibly easy to get to. Let's see. Oh, and that, I just figured that out too. That makes it even easier. And usually these have an arrow. Okay, right there's There's air right there for the flow. It flows that way. Slide your hose clamps back on there. That was easy. Change your oil filter right here. Probably should have done that earlier so it could have been draining by now. And make sure your O-ring comes off of there with it. Put your oil plug back on here. Wow, that's pretty simple there. And then get your new oil filter here, put a little grease around the O-ring so it doesn't stick next time you take it off. And put her back in place down here. I usually do hand tight and just a hair. Alright, that's good. So Google says that it takes 2.2 quarts, and I know I didn't drain that much out, so I'm not sure how much it takes. I'll put a little bit in and then check it, and just keep adding to it until it's where it needs to be on the dipstick there. .2 quarts with the oil filter change. So that's up in there. Let me wipe that off and check again here. And it says right on the dipstick on this one, you don't thread it in, you just put it in. Okay, so it looks like it's right down there. Okay, so right now it's halfway up the thing there. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in because it still has to circulate through the filter. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of this 1 quart in. And stop there. We'll let that drain down so it doesn't, so you're not reading some of what's in the actual tube here on the dipstick when you read it, because it ain't all drained down there yet and it's reading high right now. Yeah, it's reading super high right now. All right, let me fire this up and check it after it runs for a minute or two. It's hard to see on here. I don't think it's on here yet. When I thread it down, it's right here at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this cord in here, because maybe it does take that much. And check it again and see where it's at. So, sure enough, it took about 2 quarts, a little over 2 quarts to fill it up. So I'm going to go ahead and check there in these tires here and grease it up, and it should be ready to go for this season. That one there's pretty good. This one needs a little bit here. I just usually do the whole tire kicking thing, and it works pretty good. Those are fine. All right, comes. I don't know if I can get this on there. There it goes. I'm gonna have to put a new grease fitting on there. There it goes. All right, now it came out the other side. All right, let me pull these out here and see how much we got in here. So yeah, definitely it took 2 quarts, and there's definitely not 2 quarts in that little bit right there. There's maybe one at the most. So I don't know. We got it done. We got it made right. It looks like there's just a couple O-rings on that oil drain plug that keeps the oil from leaking out, so it could be leaking out. So I'll have to keep an eye on that. But anyways, we got that done. We got the oil changed, the plugs changed, the air filter, and it should be good to go for this season. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope y'all have a good one, and I hope to catch you on the next one.